So Xanderhal got exposed.
Dude,
That's what
it's
we're
so
here for.
funny, bro. This guy is just like guzzling soy. Like it's just pouring out of every hole.
Seemed to be like the biggest fucking beta male I think I've ever seen. So let me give you guys like a teaser of what we're about
Imagine if Joseph Stalin's hair was on his fucking chin, okay?
Where was it? Oh wait, it wouldn't be in media. Hold on, because he quote tweeted it.
I think one of the funniest and most telling things about this video in particular is that Xanderhal is sat there in a Shadow the Hedgehog onesie. You know, Shadow the Hedgehog, the ambivalent, cool, and edgy character from the Sonic the Hedgehog series that doesn't really care about good or evil. He's too cool for that shit. Whilst Xanderhal is sat there being ambivalent and edgy and not really caring about good or evil because he's too cool for that shit.
Holy shit, this cuts deep. Holy fuck, Xanderhal! Burn the onesie.
See that, bro. That is embarrassing.
Holy shit! So he's a Sonic, he's a Stalinist Sonic fan that hates Xanderhal because he's not gay enough? Is that what this video is?
Dude, somebody should forcibly shave him. Like, that is just the worst.
Well, dude,
I hate everything about
we're talking about Sonic, dude. Somebody made like a comparison post here. He literally looks like Dr. Eggman. Look at this shit. Throw away your Sonic onesie. I thought he was just gonna shit on Xanderhal for wearing a onesie, but he went deep. It's like Shadow doesn't care about good or bad, and neither do you. Because you don't care about trans people, even though that's all your content, right? Where is this video? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, first of all.
You could find 15 reactions to it already, which is great.
Which have more views, by the way, than probably the original. Let's get a good look at this thumbnail, though, because, oh, damn. Did he really escape the alt-right? He's still a Nazi. Remember when Xanderhal told us about how playing Minecraft with his friends made him want to, like, they would just send videos of, like, black people getting horribly, like, tortured, and they'd be like, funny. And then Xanderhal's like, yeah, it's funny, guys. Wait, you don't actually like this, right? And then they're all like, no, we love this shit. Like,
yeah, that's exactly how it happened. By the way, it's times like this where I do kind of miss Flamenco a little bit, because he'd get in the call and he'd be like, dude, this guy fucking destroyed Xanderhal. Check this fucking video out. You'd love it. It's going to be amazing. He got crushed in it.
Why kink belongs at Pride. These are white supremacists in your Twitch chat. And look at the logo. Holy fuck. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone right here. What in the fuck is this? The Twitch Sun and Rad? What is this logo? Holy shit!
All right, I'm a little confused. I don't know what that actually is.
It's the Black Sun. It's the fucking...
What is the Black Sun?
I don't know. It's some racist shit. But I just can't believe he edited this. This is like some white supremacist symbol that he edited into the Twitch logo. Holy fuck.
What do you know what that is?
What? Because I get spammed it all the time. You don't?
No,
I don't even know what it means.
No, never.
All right, so he's got that right here. Activism, get inspired, get started, start organizing.
Is that why you made that the profile pic for our group chat?
What?
No, I'm just being attacked.
Okay, all right, dude. Because I actually did. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I did one of Vosh, but that one was 20 minutes, and this one on Xanderhal was an hour and 30. So he had an hour and 30 material against Xanderhal, but Vosh only got 20 minutes?
He couldn't think of a critique, dude. He didn't have one.
How is that even possible?
Video is about how drama content is like bad, and that you shouldn't do drama
So
content.
He's just bad empanada all over again. Okay. Unions. Doomerism is cringe. Convos with comrades. Okay, so this content looks...
what are Nazbols? That actually might be interesting.
Maybe. Probably not from this guy.
Not on his channel, though.
Yeah, probably not from this guy. Okay, so we've got a whole slew of shit here. Okay, well, let's take a look at this Gigasoy here.
It's like I'm back again, doing another one of these videos. I could be making content about how leftists can start organizing, or I could be doing more stuff about unions, or, you know.
Oh my god. This content is already off to a great start.
It's just a passive fuck himself in the ass kind of like, oh guys, I'd really love to be talking about the big issues, but the algorithm demands this of me, so I'm gonna be subservient and I'm gonna just do it because I'm a big fucking pussy.
Oh wow. People don't even think this was a good video. Look, it's got more comments than likes.
Well, that's because everyone's streaming it. Yeah.
It loves stuff like this. Drama, nonsense, And it's all because of a group of guys that monopolize the online left-wing politics space, are increasingly ineffectual, perpetuate harmful behaviors, and haven't actually done that much to change that scene.
Actually done that much to change the scene. Dylan is literally in Ukraine on the front lines doing war journalism.
Dude, but yeah, people in the chat, by the way, sick editing. Did you see those edits, dude?
Oh, it's the whole video. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, look at watch this.
Guys that monopolize the online left-wing politics.
Boom. That was a good effect. All right.
Augie, do you want video editing critique, Nick? Because we'll be here all night.
Oh no. Where are the particles? There's no particles in this video. People in chat are saying this guy looks like a pedo. I don't agree.
Well, to be fair, I mean, there's a point he makes in a couple of seconds that has me guessing.
Oh no.
We're talking about Xanderhal and how he is not your ally.
Whoa. You can really tell this is a leftist video.
Song ever, bro. What? Sounds like Mr. Krabs' ringtone.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? I know exactly what you're talking about.
It sounds like Smaggle having a seizure.
This is just the sound of Smaggle having sex, alright? Wait,
were you here the other night when I pulled up this tweet? It was like this person explaining how he found out that his wife doesn't like the music they have sex to after years or whatever. And then we played the song. Okay, you weren't there. There was a Reddit post about this guy like explaining how they had sex like to a song like their entire relationship, and the girl said, "I don't want to listen to this. This is fucking weird. Like, stop." And then he kept, and then he played the song, and it sounded just like this.
Oh, this? Oh, this song that's playing right now?
It sounded something like this. And she was like, apparently he was like fucking his wife or whatever, like to the beat of this song while thinking of it. And she's like, "Are you doing it to the song again?
Are you gay?"
Like, yeah.
What is this? Why are you doing this? Stop. Actually, stop. This is rape. It wasn't rape until you started playing this, but now this is horrible. This is like every like leftist video. They all use this background and this font and this like style and this music. It's just like it feels like it was made in a factory. But okay, we got content.
There's no drop shadow allowed, my guys. None.
Yeah. Do you like your eyes bleeding? Look at this.
Oh, and you're asking where the particle effects are? They're inside the green screen text.
Oh my god. Content no mentions of racism, transphobia, general bigotry, relationship abuse, homelessness, eviction, addiction, drug use, misogyny, fascism, sanism? Sanism! What the fuck?
Yeah, my biggest problem with Xanderhal is that he's a fucking disgusting addicted druggie. That's
holy sanism, ableism, biphobia, conversion therapy, footage of vomiting and needles. Footage of vomiting and needles.
To be fair, Augie,
what?
I didn't read this and it caught me off guard, so I understand why the vomiting one is there.
Okay.
It kind of it hits you. It hits you in a way that you're not expecting.
Wow, this video has is Xanderhal all these things? Like who's
No, this is a content warning. Like, be afraid. If you're afraid of misogyny, this isn't the thread for you. Like,
okay.
if drug use gets you all trippy.
Who is Xanderhal? I love clicking on videos where the topic is Xanderhal's not your friend and being like, who's Xanderhal though?
Xanderhal. Most people know him as the cheeky young debate bro regular guy who likes to smonk.
And
I told you, it's you. You weren't expecting that.
This is my fault. This is from my recording too, I can tell, because it looks like this. Oh my god. I fucked him over so hard when I clipped that. Holy shit.
going along with what they're saying, but not actually.
Or from his alt-right pipeline video where he congratulates himself on not being a fascist anymore.
True! Actually, though.
Yeah.
Wait, he's right.
What a cool and normal thing to be proud of. Well done for doing the bare minimum, bro. If you're on the left that doesn't really...
Alright, he's retarded. But, that being said, he does have a little bit of a point here, alright?
Yeah, the first two things are like, okay, but he loses all your good graces in 30 seconds.
Well, so okay, here's the thing, right? Xanderhal's video makes it out like he was like a card-carrying KKK member, when in reality, he was just some kid that made edgy jokes back in the day and probably thought, I don't know,
probably said the N-word once or twice, and then
yeah.
It's like praying the gay away, but instead it's praying the N-word.
But it's like, no, if you were a fascist, though, like what you're claiming in this video, then the guy is right to say like, wow, congratulations for not being racist. What the fuck? You know, like from his perspective, like the whole logic is flawed from the start.
That
from
works
his
for
point of
us,
view,
though,
I don't
but
know.
for those people, like all of those people are literally just built on like, oh my god, I'm not a Nazi anymore. You should now. I've earned your respect now. Like my coming out story of not being a Nazi or something. They just like jerk off to that shit over there. So it's the whole community. It's really hypocritical to call it out if you're a lefty.
But if you're into the debate scene, you'll probably know him as wannabe Vosh, as this is what most debate fans have
true though, but true.
It's a good point. It's a good point, but he backtracks it immediately.
Last few years, people call him things like the Zoomer version of Vosh, or that he's copying Vosh's style, which is hilarious to be honest, because Vosh copied Destiny's style, and Destiny copied the modern debate format, and they copied the Greco-Roman debate format.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Xanderhal is just a derivative of the fucking Greco-Roman debate
format.
That just fundamentally tells me you don't get the criticism, like at all whatsoever.
No, it's gone completely past your dome right here. You have no idea why. What? So
Socrates
they're all
actually a fucking subhuman dipshit. Okay,
they're not copying
retarded.
Destiny. They're copying the Romans. Wow, good point, dude. You got me there.
Xanderhal is also seemingly surrounded by a bunch of controversial drama that is more often than not true for every debate bro on the internet, and a lot of it is concerning.
This editing,
and makes
man.
you wonder at all why people think he's even a based dude. So with all that in mind,
you know what? Why is Xanderhal a base dude?
why do people actually like him? Now, I know some of you are not going to want to hear this, but we have to address the facts here. And that is that when you scroll through Xanderhal's YouTube page, there is actually a lot of cool leftist stuff on there. See, he's making videos here about how Trump is bad, he's sticking up for trans people a lot, and that's all good. People around his age or even a bit older are probably going to see themselves in him a little bit and...
Holy fuck! Yeah, people around Xanderhal's age probably see him as a really cool guy, you know? Like a really...
I feel so bad because, like...
We're friends with Xanderhal, but, you know...
we're friends with Xanderhal. We've never had these thoughts.
Oh, man. This guy is just fundamentally... He's in his own lane here, all right? Like, he's literally... What the fuck are you talking about? Who watches Xanderhal, who's 20, and is like, ooh, Xanderhal?
Have you seen how he handles his bank account? Are you
yeah. I mean, come on.
I want to be just like him.
It's like, damn, Xanderhal.
I don't use the bank. They closed my PayPal account. I'm broke.
When I grow up, I want to become Xanderhal.
Someone stole all my PayPal money and spent it on Steam games. I'm broke again.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know you are going to get more views and subscribers based on bigger content creators that you associate with. I know that from my own experience, however, you can't deny that Xanderhal, well, he knows how to content create. He...
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure, bro.
is an influencer who has a brand.
These are all the nice parts, and we don't even agree with those.
Holy shit.
However,
he's also really good at debate, you know?
You'd be right in thinking that amongst these thumbnails,
picks really good women.
Oh my god.
Feel quite right. The more and more you scroll, the more and more you start to see things like this. This.
The fucking Among Us. Is femboy a slur?
Scores could be a bit myopic and wrong, but
whoa, that's wrong. Fuck you, Xanderhal.
Are you focusing on this? Okay, that one's a little bit.
What's wrong with this one? These rumor allegations against streamer getting what is wrong with this?
It's drama content that makes it bad.
Fuck that.
Sure, I don't know what that's all about. Okay.
Xan explains why Bad Bunny hates him and why she's a toxic clout chaser, I guess.
Oh, did I mention this like friend of Bad Bunny who's making this video?
He's a friend. Bad Bunny has friends? What?
This is that friend.
Wait, he links her channel in the description. Look at this. Because she's now Kira Chats. So look.
Yeah.
He linked her fucking Twitch channel here. What the? Why? Oh, it's in reference. Oh, because he's going to defend her or some I don't know.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Just made a video in bad faith about one of my friends. Oh, and there's another one. Okay, she's just like obsessed with drama and...
So you're not allowed. Oh, this is the bad empanada take. You're not allowed to defend yourself, you know? Like
this one is the best. Wait, listen to what he says. Listen to what he says.
No.
Okay. This is fucked up. What is this guy's purpose on this platform? Is he a leftist? Or
What?
is he just a...
What?
Pause.
What?
All right, so a bunch of people are saying that Xanderhal is in a sex cult. Xanderhal addresses the allegations. Wow, what a
Are you
conservative
even a
fucking
leftist?
thing to do. Yeah, what a right-wing take, not wanting to be called a fucking
You're not
like,
even a
groomer.
leftist because you engage in toxic drama filth. Wow.
All the leftists just own the word groomer, and they just love it. They love being called out.
That's one way to do it, I guess. You know, the whole, especially how much conservatives love to call them groomers. Taking the position that you should just own it, that's a very interesting strategy there.
To be fair, Augie, the
DJMuel.
left doesn't have self-defense. We learned that with Kyle Rittenhouse.
True. It's even in rape, right? If you're overpowered by a mob of raping men, then you have to submit to them as a leftist, right? That's a leftist critique.
Mob of rape.
Yeah. So yeah. Nice takes there, buddy.
Xanderhal prides himself on debating people who disagree with him on anything in the marketplace of ideas, and he doesn't limit the
But he talks to them, which is wrong. He should be killed for that.
people he platforms in order to protect his user base. Oh no, he loves debating fascists, especially about the human rights of the people that he claims to support.
What an asshole.
But why? If he's a leftist, surely he knows.
To be fair, Old Man Laundry is like probably like some kind of predator. Like, dude, I had one interaction with that guy, and he tried pulling up like fake naked pictures that he found in like like basically salvoed me, but like unironically.
I can't
like,
get over.
Unironically, thought he like posted like porn of me or something.
I can't get over how this guy looks. You know, like he looks like insane. Like if I saw this guy in real life, I would be like, holy shit.
If he's a leftist, surely he knows that platforming people with strict ideologies becomes more of a battle to convert the opposing person's audience, but actually you've achieved nothing because the supporters of your point of view stay the same and the supporters of your opponent stay the same. But
So nobody changes their mind ever? Wait, what? That's his take? You know, everyone who's a Nazi is always going to be a Nazi, and everyone who's a liberal is always... That's...
The new
okay.
impressionable viewers that haven't been exposed to either ideology have now been exposed to a violent ideology
Why is he doing this voice thing?
that will influence them easier and easier
depending on their material conditions and prior exposure to fascist ideology in our culture and media that permeates every single ounce of it.
hey everyone, it's Mule here. What Mule has forgotten is that there are probably a lot of people watching this video who don't understand why the platforming of bad ideas is bad. Debate bros have been taking
Oh,
up space
perfect! This is for us.
Oh, wow.
in the online left for some time now. A lot of their content focuses on debating fascists or conservatives on whether trans people should exist or whether there is actually a white genocide happening. Their entire modus operandi seems to be that we need to convert people who think differently to us. They're obsessed with this idea, even though it was proven wrong 100 years ago by Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, who said this. Why should we bother to reply to Kautsky? He would reply to us,
Damn.
and we would have to reply to his reply. There's no end to that.
I am
It will be
just... Look at his face right here. Look at his fucking face while he pulls up this quote. This whole screenshot right here, this is like the epitome of cancer. And this is why like nobody likes watching these fucking videos right here. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Like I'm not even talking about the argument that you're making right now, although it's also fucking stupid. Just everything about this screenshot. If you as a YouTuber think that this looks impressive, no, it doesn't. This is horrible.
Quite enough for us to announce that Kautsky is a traitor to the working class. And
This right here is everything why Breadtube failed. All right. Yeah,
So
sure.
honestly, I feel like if this guy's like way of life became like a thing and that we all lived by, like we would be killed. Like unironically.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think that we would be killed.
Would be gassed.
This reminds me of like older socialist hanky debates that I've seen on I think Destiny's channel, where he's talking to people and it's like, yeah, well, re-education camps. I mean, you would have to be like re-educated.
Well, I mean,
not-
look, I'm like,
you wouldn't be able
okay.
to re-enter society.
Are you telling me that this guy who doesn't even think that like Nazis should be listened to or platformed, even if you're like in total disagreement to them, like, do you really think this guy gives a fuck about like their human rights or anything like that? Like, no, this guy is like a nutcase or something. No, he'll never get any power ever in any substantial way. It's all fantasy. It's all just like make believe. This whole entire video is basically
That's
just
the
cosplay.
problem, dude. This guy's LARPing online as a fucking socialist, and it's like your
an actor.
contribution to the world is so meaningless. Like, unironically, the debate bros, even if their thing didn't work, are contributing more than you are.
Yeah. This guy is a fucking cosplayer. I mean, this whole video, he might as well be dressed up in like fucking Russian like you know, uniforms or something. I don't know. Like,
dude, when I
something.
hear like fucking like socialist talk and like communist talk and shit like that, I legitimately think it's the same as hearing JF talk about like his ideal ethno state where he would just wipe out all the black people. The likelihood of both of those scenarios happening are probably equal. You know what I mean? Like it's entirely a waste of time to engage with people like this. They're actually like a net zero in terms of like use.
Holy shit. This guy's a prime example of why political YouTubers suck. Yeah, he's just boring. He fails to get the point. He has no idea. I mean, he's convincing Breadtube fans of shit right now, but he'd never convince me or any of the chat of shit. Like, nobody hears this shit and thinks that this is like something worth like digesting and thinking about, right? Like a Vladimir Lenin quote, and while he sits there smugly pointing it to you and saying like, this is why Xanderhal is bad for talking to Lauren Southern. It's like, you're in such a fantasy league right now. I don't even give a fuck. But you could talk and preach for the next like, well, he does for the next hour and a half. I've already discarded everything you're about to say. You're fucking soy. I'm pulling a Sneeko. You're soy, and I don't have to respond to shit because this is crazy.
Everyone will
You're just like Vladimir Lenin. You don't have to respond to shit.
I am.
Multiple real instances of people that these nerds have debated who have remained steadfast in their fascist opinion.
Oh, so they're the nerds, but you're not?
So there you
how are you not a
now
nerd?
You're briefed on the debate person, the type of leftist who simply thrives on drama and doesn't give one iota of shits as to whether.
So he's made a couple videos about drama and now he sucks. Like some videos even just defending himself of shit. So again, just like Bad Empanada, ladies and gentlemen, if you're like an ex-girlfriend of this guy or something, you can say whatever the fuck you want. And if he responds, then he's not a real leftist anymore. He either has to live life as an alleged rapist or a leftist. He can't fucking, because if he responds to allegations, he's bad, but he's also not a leftist, which is bad. So either way, he's screwed.
They love leftism as an aesthetic, as it were. Anyway, back to Mule.
Well, there is some truth in that. A lot of the Breadtube people do use it as an aesthetic and have no fucking idea.
I think that's better than being like delusional. Imagine if every lefty online was this person. How many elections would the Democrats win? Honestly.
Well, that would be, yeah, that would be
I'm
great.
not saying that YouTubers are like the main audience or whatever that would influence elections, but I'm just saying like if every lefty acted this way and preached these values, there'd be no, like, it just wouldn't work.
I want to see what his chat was saying.
Thanks, Mule. So the question remains, does Xanderhal...
Editing on this is a bit... Editing on this bit is dope.
know that platforming fascists goes against everything that leftists
Top-notch editing.
How many fascists has he de-radicalized? Something that's important to point out is that the de-radicalization of fascists is a very real discussion that leftists are going to have at some point.
That's right, guys.
Wait, is he going to talk about lining up? See, like, when we talk about lining people up against a wall in the RFC show, we're talking about pedophiles. When these people talk about lining people up against the wall, it's like people who disagree with me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So what he's saying right now, he's just like, I get it, guys. Eventually, we're going to have to, I guess, talk, at least think about, you know, talking to these people and stuff.
I don't understand. You know, why is
otherwise we'll just have to fucking kill them, I guess. But that, which would be great, but dude, I can't really say that out loud, right? Like, you know.
Dude, the farther left you go, the more they want to send pedos to therapy and kill people who disagree with them. Is that fucking crazy?
I mean,
is that a little backwards? The farther left you go, the more they want to like put pedos in fucking like
everyone that says
AA meetings and then fucking murder people who have disagreements.
The only people that say horseshoe theory isn't correct are people that said that because Vosh said that. It's absolutely correct. Everything I've ever experienced in life has pointed to me that horseshoe theory is totally correct. That's totally how it all works. And if you don't think that, it's because somebody that you think is smarter than yourself said that it's like false. So you're like, oh, well, this guy said it's not true. So horseshoe theory isn't true. No. Horseshoe theory is 1,000,000% true.
What I do know of this kind of action that exists so far is that it's undertaken mainly by charities like Hope Not Hate, who tend to infiltrate Telegram groups of fascists like the BNP or the EDL in the UK.
But that's nuts.
Who create disorder and sow dissent amongst the rank and file fash and the movements who are losing faith in them due to the fact that they're not really addressing their material conditions and seem to be focused on something that is more.
So Xanderhal was a part of this group. I mean, what? What are we talking about? I thought this was about Xanderhal.
You know, it's just like, I know this is the fuck. I know everybody knows this, so I'm kind of just preaching on deaf ears here. But like, Destiny created the modern Twitch political sphere, right? A lot of these same people watch, like, I don't even know what this guy watched. This guy probably is like the fucking exception to the rule. But tons of these people were like huge Sargon fans and like enjoyed different types of humor and all this stuff. And they watched a shitload of Destiny content, and now they've like took his ideals and went a little further with them. And that's how this whole community was formed. Like, people forget just a few years ago, it was fucking Gamergate. Do you think they would ever let people do anything like that ever again? No, they would just ban every fucking account off the site. They'd fucking take down everybody's job and websites and fucking like income sources and stuff. There would never be an opportunity for that to ever happen again in the modern day. The amount of power that has flipped in the last 5 years alone is unimaginable, right? To act like none of these people contribute in any way to online discourse or have swayed people into a different direction is so fucking retarded. They don't need to keep a checklist of every single person they've changed their opinions on.
You know what the funniest part about videos like this? It's just so obvious they have no idea how to make an argument that regular people are going to hear and want to reason with, right? Like, they have no idea, not optics, that's not the right word, but I guess rhetoric, really. Because they always talk about rhetoric all the time. Like, I have better rhetoric than you. My rhetorical skills all your rhetorical skills suck, because any normal person that's watching this video right now is like, this is fucking just weird or whatever. Like, okay, sure, I guess,
dude,
but I don't really want to listen to this guy.
Says my Discord server of tankies.
Yeah.
I wonder why I'm not growing.
Yeah, I don't know. These people are they just don't get it. And I think that's why. Breadtube always had a time limit, because like it was a trend for a while, but the trend wasn't good enough, in my opinion, to stay like viral. So it got to the point where after the election, like everyone was kind of just over the hype, because to them it is an aesthetic. This guy is right to some extent. Leftism is an aesthetic for a lot of these streamers. I'm not saying for like necessarily like Vosh or even Xanderhal. I think they actually believe in most of the shit that they say. I don't think they're dishonest, but I think for a lot of people, whether they're honest or not, they're using something to sell a product. Basically, they're using leftism to sell their streams. Oh, I'm not just a streamer. I cover leftist politics and I give my analysis on things, right? But their analysis is very poor and cheap, and you can find like much better stuff like elsewhere. So it's like, why are there 30 like Breadtube streamers that exist when only like 1 or 2 of them are decent at what they do?
So the real issue that I have here is that like on Breadtube, it's ContraPoints. And that's basically it, right? Like, there's not really many notable Breadtubers that have a wide following for many different demographics. Like, I don't know, dude. The Covernacle has like 80k followers and pulls a couple views or whatever. I can't even name another one, and the only reason why I name that one is because it's Kavos' brother. Dude, Twitch politics, there are plenty of streamers that can drum in like actually respectable numbers, and like I think there's a bit of jealousy there. Yeah. It's almost easier to, because the Twitch streaming stuff is like a king-making process of like, if you come on my stream, you'll like inherit portions of my audience and your stream will grow. Whereas on YouTube, I mean, I don't think you're getting much charitability from the YouTube regulars. I don't think they give a fuck, dude. I honestly think that community is like the deadest it's ever been.
I mean, realistically, there can't be like, whoever your #1 political commentator is that you get all your fucking news from or whatever, like Destiny, for instance, if that's your guy, there can't be 30 Destinies that exist. That would just be too much shit, and it'd be too similar to each other. There's realistically going to be like 1 or 2 or maybe 3, 4, 5 really good people, and then the rest of them are just going to be just lackeys. Like, yeah, sure, maybe they make decent content, but there's objectively better versions of them that exist. And that's the problem I have with the community, right? Realistically, there should only really be like 2 or 3 big lefty streamers, because that's really all you need for any of them.
Well, have you watched Noah's videos? Noah Samson?
I'd watched his videos on Sneeko, and I know he had a thing with Vosh and Xanderhal earlier.
Yeah,
he
did. He basically made this video, but just as bad previously. It's just like the new, like, going after debate bros streamers seems to be the norm, and I can understand where that's coming from. I would hate you if your stream clips were regularly doing better than my edited videos. I'm gonna be honest, Augie. I would be a bitter prick if you were pulling like if you would pull like in every single clip you post widely larger views than my month-long projects, right? I think that's kind of what's happening. I think there's a bit of jealousy on the horizon. I think that like when you see that like all these streamers, even streamers that have like a significantly smaller $10 following are averaging more view per video on their stream highlights that some fucking guy who's getting paid $3 or 3 rubles an hour made, I can understand why they'd be a bit worried.
I guess that's kind of gay though. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it is.
The nature of content is that we all know the best shit isn't what rises to the top.
But in this case, it is. It really is, because all these guys suck, dude. They're all so bad.
Well, I mean, like, who's at the top right now? Who's at the top of Lefty YouTube? Contra points?
Lefty YouTube is Contra. But like, if you're talking about like video makers,
streamers,
yeah,
Vosh.
I think I saw on DGG that he's about to pass Hassan for like growth.
Wait, who?
On his YouTube stuff, that Destiny's numbers are so widely ahead of Vosh that he's getting close to Hassan.
Oh my god, really?
Go check his social blade. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh wait, holy shit. Wait,
yeah.
so he gets 14 million a month. 40. Holy shit. Wait, is Destiny like blowing up right now?
Yeah.
Holy shit, he is. Wow. DGG coin finally.
Oh, I think that's a lot of animosity, because he came over from Twitch and he instantly took over the whole site.
Literally though, like the Twitch ban he's probably like 2 times bigger than he was when he got banned from Twitch a few months ago. Hold on, what is this thumbnail? Holy shit. Holy fuck, Vosh. Nice commentary video here. What the fuck?
I like how we didn't get all the hair.
Nazi
So it's
speech
just
from Trump. Is this convincing?
2 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Man.
Dude, it's supposed to be a highlight, not the whole VOD. Like, that's a normal stream for me.
What is certainly not effective is nerds on the internet debating them, especially when those nerds.
Not allowed to say any other slurs because he's a Lefty streamer.
Yeah,
he can't call you retarded.
You're
he can't call
silly.
You
You're a silly nerd.
You're a little whippersnapper there, my dude.
You're a nigger. That's what I want to say, just to balance out the fucking video. Like, this shit is fucking gay. You're a silly nerd, dude. Xanderhal's crying right now in his Shadow the Hedgehog onesie. Xanderhal's crying right now. He's like, Lottie, and then he remembers that she like took all his fucking PayPal money. He's like, fuck.
No, as you can see here, the debate lord Xanderhal tends to actually just focus on drama, which is annoying because you can see from some of his other videos,
so annoying.
He's right about some stuff, which is good. But then, why does he focus on myopic things like people on Twitter not agreeing with him? Why does he use words like woke scold and cry bully? What are those words?
Whoa, Xanderhal, stop using those words. Woke scold and cry bully.
Those are banned words.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
fascist.
out of here, dude.
I like how this guy's also like
neo-Nazi.
Sure, Xanderhal makes some decent points sometimes, but he still shouldn't have the right to breathe oxygen. It's like, whoa, why? It's like, well, he goes after woke scolds. That's what fascists do. It's like, okay, so that's how your brain works? Your entire, like, how you think about politics is just, well, r/like MAGA said that, you know, woke scolds are bad people, and Xanderhal said woke scolds, so therefore he's on their side. Fuck him.
What's even mean? Another thing to be aware of when looking at debate bros is their takes. Sometimes their takes are so bizarre that they make no sense whatsoever.
I agree with this 1,000,000%.
For example, this video where Xanderhal clickbaits you into all hell with the title, My Controversial Take on Platforming Joe Rogan.
That's clickbait. That's just accurately that's just a regular title. Is that even, people always talk about clickbait, but they never know what it is, right? Like people are like,
I guarantee, because you just like, oh, I'm going to agree with this 100%. I guarantee he has a completely different problem with you. Yeah,
no. I agree with like 50% of his thought process. We agree on like the end, but like the middle part is where it's totally different.
You know, like all the setup and the middle part. All the context.
But the conclusion is like, yeah, true, but you're also fucking retarded because that's not at all what I'm talking about.
His hot take is that Joe Rogan is an irresponsible platformer, but shouldn't lose his platform because he's a good interviewer. Now, for a start, Joe Rogan
send him to the gulag, kill him.
Is not a good interviewer. He's a stoner that sits.
Wait,
yeah, that's
I'm sorry. This
that's
guy who's making this video is like, did you know that Joe Rogan's actually just a? Well, to be
Joe
fair,
Rogan isn't a good interviewer.
If he was a stoner, that might explain why Xanderhal likes him.
True.
Yeah, that might actually.
That's Xanderhal's favorite part. You know, Xanderhal fell down the weed pipeline because when he was 16, not only was he looking at videos of black people getting slaughtered underneath trains or whatever the fuck his friends would do, but Joe Rogan introduced him to weed. And that's why he's such a big stoner now. because he got manipulated by Joe, his irresponsible platforming.
I think one of the funniest and most telling things about this video in particular is that Xanderhal is sat there in a Shadow the Hedgehog onesie. You know, Shadow the Hedgehog, the ambivalent, cool, and edgy character from the Sonic the Hedgehog series that doesn't really care about good or evil. He's too cool.
So he's a Sonic fan too? Leftist to Sonic fan
can you
pipeline?
read that caption?
No, Mom, I'm 13. I eat unhappy meals now. That was the point.
For that shit, whilst Xanderhal is sat there being ambivalent and edgy and not really caring about good or evil.
Edgy.
right.
Have you ever described a single thing Xanderhal has said as edgy?
Well, when he said he was gonna dox a bunch of my fans on his website, that was pretty edgy.
I guess it was. Or everything he said about his girlfriend when he's like, this is gonna be fucking base.
Yeah.
You're gonna love when I shit on her.
When he was shitting on his drug-addicted girlfriend and just fucking making memes about her actively while she was trying to ruin his life, that was pretty edgy. I wouldn't have done that.
There's some serious edge.
Yeah.
Like, this is a smart guy that's being interviewed here that I wish I could talk to, because I have a million questions I would ask this guy if I could just talk to him directly. But Joe Rogan literally asked every question I would have asked. And by the end of that...
Yeah, because they're both Nazis.
No, wait. So his fucking mustache's argument that Xanderhal's just retarded? Like,
Wait.
that episode of his podcast, I don't think there would be any questions I'd have left to ask that guy.
Bro, you're a 23-year-old edgelord that got famous too quick. You're not a good interviewer either.
Oh!
I was right.
Damn!
He goes on to say that Rogan's interview with Daryl A. Davis, the black blues and R&B musician who converted KKK members and de-radicalized them, was really good. And he was immersed in listening to the story.
Wait, are you saying that's a bad interview? No
wow.
wonder your content is bad. Holy shit. Who listens to the Daryl A. Davis fucking Joe Rogan interview and goes, yeah, this is kind of mid? Nobody, dude.
This
Come
guy does.
on.
This guy does.
Nothing to do with Joe Rogan. You can go and listen to Daryl A. Davis's story from multiple other sources.
That's a cop
I wouldn't know who that guy was if it wasn't for Joe Rogan.
Well, he did a better interview somewhere else. That's cope.
We don't need a brain force chugging, steroid smacking moron to show us this, you know?
Whoa! Whoa! Wow!
Are you saying he's got like really muscular arms? Like what is it? Wait, what?
Dude, this guy is just coping right now. Holy shit!
Also, I am an ex-fan of the Joe Rogan experience.
Oh, you got de-radicalized too.
Oh no!
And in all the episodes that I watched, and I did watch a lot of Joe Rogan, most of the time Joe just kind of sits there and goes, huh, wow, huh, yeah.
I don't think that's true. I don't believe that this guy was a Joe Rogan fan. Look, Joe Rogan, I'm not saying he's the smartest guy in the fucking world. I don't think he's a stupid guy, but he's definitely not like, people do hype him up too much.
He's
but,
definitely an MMA fighter who does fucking everything else, you know?
But I don't know. It's just something hilarious about this guy who's just, you know, I mean, this is just the easiest shit ever. If you're a leftist, this is like the easiest thing to say. Joe Rogan's dumb. But he's not saying that he's dumb because like, you know, of like the interviews or like the quality of the show. He's just saying that because Joe Rogan talked to like, you know, Ben Shapiro too much or Jordan Peterson.
If Joe Rogan's a good interviewer, I'm literally the most best video essayist of all time on the internet.
See,
oh my God, he did it. He did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. His whole critique of Rogan is that he's better, which is just ridiculous. Like, because it's like, you're not better because you responsibly platform people. No,
like
you're
people
trash.
have to fucking like, why when I make my podcast do I get 20 views and Joe Rogan gets a Spotify deal? I'm so much better than him.
You know what? If Joe Rogan just read leftist
like
theory for like 3
psychosis.
hours while he's on shrooms, actually that probably would be better. Let's just be honest, that probably would.
So Xanderhal, after blathering on for 2 minutes, not really saying anything of value, decides that if the left banned Joe Rogan from Spotify, that would be political suicide. Now, what does he mean by that? Well,
it would.
It means that Joe Rogan is has a very large normie base with a lot of potential voters, and banning Joe Rogan would radicalize more people than you could de-radicalize with your video essays.
Yeah, they would burn the entire city down. Like, fuck the Capitol, dude. Washington, D.C. would be a fucking, like, crater.
You act like all these people think that, like, Joe Rogan's audience is a bunch of fucking chud boys that are watching Medicare on the weekends and Joe Rogan in the afternoon and Nick Fuentes every night. Like, that's not the fucking base Joe Rogan has. Like, that's so far from reality. Dude, I guarantee the average Joe Rogan viewer doesn't know a single single name I just said.
What percentage do you think Joe's audience is that's interested in his political content, like solely? Like that's their favorite part of JRE is the politics. Like I feel like it's very low.
No, I think people watch him to listen to a lot of different, like there are people who definitely go for specific, like I don't know, there's certain episodes that'll get more views depending on if it's a big person or not. But the people who are average viewers probably just like hearing like weird different conversations. That's why his show is so like diverse. I listen to his UFC episodes where he brings on fighters. I guarantee you don't watch a single one of those.
You see, what they're trying to do is shame lefties into being more palatable to the center-left powers in electoral politics. Not once have these nerds considered that most lefties have abandoned electoral politics in favor of direct action.
Yeah, of course, because we're just gonna fucking rise up. The revolution will take over the country. We're not gonna vote anymore. We're just all gonna fucking just kill everybody we don't like and win.
Little did you know that we've gone so far left that we're gonna overthrow the government instead.
Yeah, obviously.
Like,
that's why we've abandoned the voting process. That's why it's pointless to talk to Nazis, because we're just gonna kill them anyway. So who cares about de-radicalizing them? That's this guy's video. That's literally, and if you guys, okay, I'm not even really joking that much. Like, that's literally what his fucking argument is. It's like, no,
I get mad at the hypocrisy a lot.
These people are worthless. They're scum. They should be rounded up and sent to camps. Like, we shouldn't even talk to these people. It's a waste of time. We're just gonna take over. We're not even gonna vote and get like leftist fuck politics, period. We're just gonna take it over. We're gonna storm the Capitol and win somehow.
I give this fucking same monologue a lot, but I think I gave it to you last time we were on. Where my biggest problem with the politics community is that everyone sucks everybody's cock for their big I returned from the right, I'm no longer a fascist video anymore, right?
Yeah.
When you're finding a group of people who are like kids, like 14, 15, 16, who watch some fucking edgy right-wing commentator, they're like, just fucking ban them all. Fuck them. Lost cause, right?
I used to think, like, when I was like 18 or 19 that saying politics is a waste of time was gay. Like, that was just like, oh, no, you should care because politics matters. It doesn't. It doesn't matter anymore.
Big fucking losers online are obsessed with politics. That's
yeah,
why it's
and they
so
always
fun.
lose, dude.
Like,
they always lose.
If I didn't watch politics, I wouldn't find this video. I wouldn't know about Demon Mama's bathtub.
It's interesting to watch, but to get invested, it's like, at this point, like, I've seen like every single political party, political YouTuber, streamer, it's online side or whatever, they all fail. They all fuck up. They all take L's, but people still support those groups like fucking, battered housewives.
They play team sports. You can have terrible takes on politics and you can still like exist. Because in this fucking space, we eat each other so quickly, we don't have a chance to have these fucking moments. But Demon Mama can go on stream and explain how supply chains are terrible, so we should make fucking diabetes medication in our bathtubs. And nobody bats a fucking eye in our audience. Dude, I'm telling you right now, interpersonal drama in the commentary community in this whole sphere isn't as entertaining as interpersonal drama in the politics sphere. Those guys are a different animal.
Yeah, literally.
It's better.
They're completely different.
If it's the left's fault that Joe Rogan gets taken off Spotify and Nazis are frothing at the mouth, why should I care? I would simply have a celebratory wank.
Yeah, everybody likes Joe Rogan who's a Nazi. Yeah.
That was the worst. Wait a minute, hold on. That was the worst. Let me play that uninterrupted. Hold on.
Always comes back to this optics shit. Like, we should care about what conservatives and fascists think about us. If it's the left's fault that Joe Rogan gets taken off Spotify and Nazis are frothing at the mouth, why should I care? I would simply have a celebratory wank.
It's Craig Beckett.
But no, the reason that they talk about optics all the time is because they think that you can win fascists over to our side with good optics.
But they're not, because they're not humans. So fuck them.
Good optic. I think you're calling them arguments. And yes, typically when you disagree with somebody, you make like a well-formulated argument and try to convince them why your position is better, not ban them from every website they have and make sure they can't financially support their family.
Nah, dude. Fuck that. Just kill them.
Yeah, just line them up against the wall, dude. Unless they're pedos, then we send them to therapy.
Oh, no.
Gang, debate Nazis, have good optics, destroy other lefties who have bad optics. So let's get into that last part.
Oh.
Why is this like grave music? Like we're in like nuts and bolts right now. Just like
all right, we're playing Streets of Rage now.
In this video, Xanderhal talks about his editor, Cherry Bread TV, who did a tweet about a bunch of online slang used by queer people, specifically trans people.
Wait, What did she say? Boy motor femboys who take estrogen are more trans than passoids who don't take any kind of HRT and are more true trans than non-binary Hans who go binary. Never mind.
People. He then goes on to say that the cancellation that they received for this was outrageous and people lost.
Honestly, they got canceled for that. I don't. What's the offensive
They were
part?
making fun of people who say all those things. That was the joke.
Their minds over it, which he then uses to catapult himself into a rant.
That's like when we say like my pronouns are fucking like they, them, helicopter. That's like that, but deeper.
People online, specifically those that criticize Vosh and other debate bros, are mentally ill and abuse victims, and for some reason need online internet points to feel good about themselves. It's extremely fucked up and just more evidence that whenever him and any of his debate bro friends use the term woke scold, what they actually mean is person that is holding me to account. Guess this is my...
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck
This
up.
is the voice of every schizophrenic in my tweets. Oh
Shut
my god.
Shut the fuck up, bro. That's a good thumbnail image. I'm gonna use that. Anyway.
Scold moment, Zanny boy. So
whoa! What the fuck was that?
Thing to
I
point
don't know,
out here,
but I
claiming
feel...
that all LGBTQIA plus people are victims of abuse is a huge right-wing conservative talking point, and it's actually the basis for conversion therapy. Conversion therapists tend to point out people's abuse as a reason for them being queer. Not enough attention from daddy? Well, you became gay to get attention from other men. Not enough attention from mum? Well, you became gay to fill the feminine-shaped hole in your life. Not all queer people are victims of abuse, and...
What?
Wait,
so, did Xanderhal even say that?
Oh, yeah, you know what, you're right.
Did Xanderhal? Yeah, like, actually, not all people that get raped are gay. It's like, wow, dude, thanks.
And not all
Who
victims
said that?
of abuse are queer. It's a huge false cause fallacy. You know, correlation is not causation. There's a lot more extremely telling points in this
That was really smart what he just said.
video, so I'm just gonna list all of them off real quick. Xanderhal says at the start of this video that his editor is a quote-unquote bit of a memer, and then immediately talks about how the meme they posted is
just like 4chan.
How, quote, the trans community
Shut up.
online is toxic and gatekeepy, which is all in all true for most communities online. It's just interesting how painting this as exclusively a trans problem is his main aim.
No,
he has a good point. He just owns Xanderhal. Explain how he did it.
I disagree. Dude, I'm sorry. That Twitter community is fucking wild, bro. I'm sorry.
All right, Nick. Black people also commit a lot of crime, but if I say the black community, all right?
No, but the online trans
you would soy out.
Legitimately, like, all right, well, black people don't like entirely exist online. There's a huge percent of people like are super.
But what you're doing right now, what you're doing right now is justifying calling a large group of people like fucking problematic because like they have like a few.
No, I'm not calling them problematic, but I'm calling them annoying. But, like, yeah, they're like legitimately like oppressive. These groups of people can get your shit destroyed, like your whole account's banned off of there, like that.
Why, Nick? Because they're trans?
No, it's because these people have like a large online like asphyxiation. Like some of these people exist entirely on Discord. Like their lives are on Discord. They wake up in VR, they open Discord chat, and they type "Good morning, everybody" into to their server admin chat. Okay, then they log on to Twitter and they're like, "Who are we gonna cancel today?" And that is the exclusive existence of some of these people. I don't think that exists for anybody else. Black people, fucking brown people, gay people. Like I legitimately think that there's such an online aspect to the trans community. I differentiate like actual like IRL trans people and like the online aspects.
Well, I think honestly for the community's sake on Twitter, it's because it's literally a religion. Like actually, like you have to confess your sins. You have to be consciously aware that you're not disrespecting some higher order that they've elected or something. Like it actually functions like people say cult. I don't know if cult's the right word. I just feel like religion because like, I don't know. And you can get excommunicated from it and stuff if you're not a good...
Wait, I'm so confused. Nick's defending Keffels again? Where did you get that out of whatever I just said?
Say you want to fuck Keffels. Just admit it.
I was insulting them.
Just admit
it. What are you talking about?
Come on, Nick. You're false. That's a fallacy argument.
I can't even think of the fucking fallacy. What is it? A false dichotomy. It's a false dichotomy.
Every time people say that, my like cock shrinks.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I think now, like, that used to be the big go getcha in online debates, but now every time
Using
someone's like,
good big words.
yeah, but now it's just like, bro, that's literally an appeal to authority. You're just like, the fuck out of here, loser. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, I will say this. I've noticed the same thing, and I'm really glad that the internet has like started to bully people who try to like. Everyone's you just use big words to sound smart. It's not just that, but that is a big part of it, right? Like,
No,
people
it's
will-
debate bro terminology. Nobody fucking likes that shit.
Yeah, you can
It's
say
like, answer my point. Stop saying
anything
what, like,
you could say in like a really complicated way. You could also say in a really simple way. So it's like the fact that you're going and try to explain like a very simple concept in a complex way tells me that you're just desperate to like. It's part of the cosplay,
it's not even
right?
that. It's the people
Ooh,
who
I'm
turn
a
around and go,
debater.
yeah, you know that whole argument you just explained? Sorry, it's a false dichotomy. Wait, how? Wait, what? Wait, what are you talking about? Nope, it's false dichotomy. Conversation over. You have to like new
Bunk
logic
called
tree,
out.
start over.
No, I told Bunk
Yeah,
the
Bunk
same
does
thing.
this, yeah.
I told Bunk. I told him that in person. I was like, bro, I like you, but you need to stop talking like a fucking sped in your videos. Like when, like I literally told him that. He's like, yeah, true, probably.
Aiden too, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Aiden, I told Aiden the same thing. I'm like, this stuff that you watch and consume and think is good is like rot for your brain. This video right here is rot for your brain. Okay, watching this won't make you smarter. Watching this won't make you be more reflective of things or anything. It won't open up your mind. It won't. It's just like if you submit to this like bullshit, this religion, then you watch this video and it's probably going to titillate you in every way that you want. But for everybody else, like this isn't opening your mind. This isn't a smart like takedown or anything. This is just bullshit. Like you're just gonna he's gonna sit here and explain why you shouldn't even talk to people that are bad or how Xanderhal is still a Nazi. Like just
Not only
totally
that-
alien foreign concepts that nobody who's normal should take seriously at all. You're only gonna
These
like this
people are
video
just
if you're just
weird.
weird. Yeah, if you're a weirdo, you'll like
It's
this
just
video.
like, remember when content was just allowed to be entertaining? Now it's got to further my political like narrative.
It's all war.
It's a pro or like a minus depending on who I talk to and their ideology. And I like, oh god, I can't like watch a Sam Hyde video
All
because
right.
I retweet him. Like,
Ed-
oh, it's gonna be a huge right wing audience or something.